Hey YouTube, this is Cole doing my top 5 graphic novels. Well, top 4, but one of them's a book, and it's a really good book by Stephen King. You guys should definitely pick it up. So, I'm doing Return of a Living Deadpool. So is I'll do Marvel too, just letting you guys know, I don't want to be a shock. So that's what the cover looks like. There's a zombie in there, because in the first one, Night of the Living Deadpool, there was a Deadpool poking out and all zombies, but now it's all Deadpools and one zombie. So the basis off this one is how it went off the last one. Deadpool turned a bunch of zombies into his likeness, so they act like him. So you can't be a zombie because of his healing factor, but it has a really good action sequences. So Deadpool goes around shooting people, zombies. But these zombies aren't like really zombies, they're people. They talk like people. So then goes through, kills a bunch of zombies, then finds a town. Then I'm not going to spoil anymore because definitely pick this up. Then what all Marvel fans want is to bring Spider-Man to the Deadpool universe. So like that. It's pretty good. I've read it some. Haven't read it all the way. So Spider-Man and Deadpool cross. They have to fight. Deadpool gets creamed. Then he regenerates because he's Deadpool. So they get captured by Dormammu. My favorite part out of all what I read. So Deadpool has, because he can heal, he wants to put that to the limit. Spider-Man tells him to pop his hip out of place. So he says, "Sweet mother of levers, that is the most painful thing." So then he reaches for his size because, popped out his hip so he can move more freely. And then he throws brains into Dormammu's enemies, so they kill Dormammu, but they don't. And then he goes through, they meet Mysterio, little girl, then they fight Jane Foster Thor, and someone else, I forget who, but goes through Deadpool. I won't say what Deadpool does, but it was really shocking to me what Deadpool did. The cover's pretty funny, if you guys can see what Deadpool's doing to Spider-Man. It was just all around pretty funny what I read. And it says, "Isn't it a romantic Marvel?" Then Kelly McGunnison was the person who did it. So number 3 is Batman Volume 7 of the Endgame. Now, to me this is the best one because it's Joker. This is after Death of the Family, which in my last video, I think I might have covered it. I'm not too positive, but if I watch it again and I don't, I'm going to do next round. So, now this one is extremely creepy. Like, I'm 13 and I'm freaked out by this. 13 is probably a good age to start into the darker, grittier versions of Batman. So it shows a bunch of his Jokerized citizens that he has to beat up and stuff. So all his villains, this is too big of a plot point, but all his villains, if you don't want spoiled, go a little bit ahead, maybe a minute. All his villains, you have been warned. All his villains help him because they have a thing for like where Batman dies. They flip up his bat signal so it's an upside down bat because he died and he's resting. So now he goes to find a cure for all the citizens, and it's pretty much it. He finds Duke Thomas, which in some comics he's, a Robin, which is kind of weird, I think, myself. Then Joker and Batman duel it out. Batman gets all flying, Joker's razor-sharp playing cards in his eye. And so then Alfred Pennyworth's daughter is like Alfred, but she's called Alfred too. And Dick Grayson dresses as Batman to stop the Joker, and Dick Grayson dies. Batman gets stabbed twice in the shoulders, and then makes a smiley. Joker makes a smiley on his back. There it is. Right here. Right there. If you can see, right there. I thought it was pretty, not funny, but, kind of cool. And Batman bites off the Joker's ear. He kind of Mike Tyson the Joker, Batman. Alfred gets his hand chopped off, and it goes through the story that Joker is the Pale Man who lives forever. Batman battles Justice League, almost gets his butt beaten by Superman, but we all know by the Batman vs. Superman movie that would never happen because he's Batman. Now, this is a book. I read it. Took me like 2 months. If you were actually a hardcore reader, you would have read this pretty fast. Like, you guys would have read this pretty fast. It's The Gunslinger, Stephen King, The Dark Tower. They just made a movie off of it. I'm going to saw it with my dad. It was really good. Like, some people didn't like it. Got unfavorable reviews on the critic. Like, but the audience choice would definitely watch it. It was a 68%. Now, the last one kind of just combines all the Joker stories into one. 75 years of the Joker. So it starts out with him in the goofy version. Now, in the last panel, it shows him in jail, but the original version, I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but the original version had Joker actually die, but fans really liked him, so they brought him back, and now we know him as one of the biggest Batman villains ever. Like, let's see, 5 actors that portrayed him, and that's not even, like, animated or anything, because animated, you have, like, Troy Baker, who also does Batman. What's his name? John DiMaggio. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. Mark Hamill, definite Mark Hamill. And, well, that's it for this. Now, next video, which I'll probably put out today, a little bit. So, I will be talking about some of the best Batman movies, I thought. Batman and cartoon movies. So, that is all today. That is me signing off, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe.